Hi guys, so this is the continuation of the previous video I posted on my YouTube channel. If you haven't seen that video, the previous one before this one, you should watch that one so you don't get confused. Okay, so if you're just joining for the first time, I'm still going to drop a link on the previous video so you could click and watch. So if you're just joining this channel for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. To my return subscribers, I love you all. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do good, hit on the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you could be notified whenever I post new tutorials. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video. So guys, this is the slash and spread, the one I said we're going to be using for the slash and spread. Okay, so we're going to bring two of them together. Either you use one or you bring the both of them together, and I will be using my masking tape to hold the two patterns. Okay, you can use one to do your slash and spread, you can use two, whichever one that works for you, right? Okay, so I'm going to use my masking tape, hold it down, and I'm going to mark the lines. All right, I'm going to mark from one end of the pattern paper to the other end of the pattern paper. So after I am done marking, I am going to label it from 1 to where it stopped, and mine is from 1 to 14, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut the remaining patterns on my fabric, that's both the front and the back. So I'm going to go ahead, cut it out, and give it half inch all around, though I have given the necessary allowance on my pattern paper, but just to be on the safer side, I'm going to give it 1 inch on the hem length, 1 inch on the sides. All right, so just do what you see me doing. So after I was done cutting all the necessary patterns on my fabric, I'm going to get the slash and spread. So now I will open it up. Okay, I will open it one by one till it gets to the number it stopped. Okay, and mine stopped at 14. Now after opening it, you're going to fold your fabric into two. So after folding it into two, you're going to space. Now I'm going to cut this off camera because my table is not wide enough, so I just want to show you how to do it. So just space it. All right, the more you space, the more gathers you're going to get. And remember, the more you space, the more fabric is going to consume. On the hem length, make sure everything is straight on the hem length, and while cutting, add about half inch all around. All right, so I'm going to take this down and cut. So I'm done cutting. I had to cut it off camera, right, because I used my floor to do that so that I will have enough space. You're going to fold the two fabric into two, and you're going to get the center. After getting the center, you are going to notch the center. All right, I just want to trim out some ones that are not necessary, so I had to notch the center, and I will keep this aside. Hope you guys understand. So now I'm going to get the fabrics that I cut. This fabric is going to have facing, but I will join them first. I will join them before cutting my facing. Okay, so I haven't cut any facing for this now. So I will join, this is the front, I'm going to join the sides to the side front to the center front, and I'm also going to join on the other side with half inch. And after joining, I am going to notch it. So after joining, now I can now cut my facing. Hope you guys understand. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. So I will also do the same thing for the back. I will join the back as well before cutting a facing for it. Do you guys understand? So I'm trying to give that V in front. It has a V shape. I didn't remember to cut it out on my pattern, so I just had to give it that V shape in front. So the deeper you want yours, the lower you want yours, the deeper you go. You all know me, I like going extra, so mine is way deeper. All right, but if you don't want to expose your boobs, you can come down by 1.5 inch. That's it. Okay, so this is the back. I'm also going to I'll place the back, the center back, and I'll join it to the center side back. Okay, then after joining, I will also cut a facing for the back. Hope you guys understand. Please, if you have any question, please leave your question down the comment section. And I used, for the yards I used for this tutorial, I used 4.5 yards. Okay, I used 4.5 yards. That's why my gathers is not that much. So if you want your gathers to be very much, you can use the same 4.5, but you're going to put like a strong net beneath under the gathers before sewing straight to your fabric. Do you understand? Or you get more volume of fabric so that you can pleat more. Okay, so I'm going to join this now. Before, like I said before, so this is the yoke, the sleeve yoke. This is it. This is the sleeve yoke. This is for the back. Remember I said you should label your back and your front. Okay, so guys, as you can see, I've joined it and I'm going to cut the facing now. Okay, I've joined it. I've joined both the front and the back, so I'll go ahead and cut the facing for both the back and the front. But my facing is not going to get to the hem, like to the full length. It's going to stop at where the side front will stop. Like, it's not going to, can you see where, like on the half length, it's going to stop on the half length. Okay, the facing is going to stop on the half length. Same thing for the back. All right, so I'll go ahead and I've cut for the front. I'm going to place also and cut for the back. Hope I am making sense, because I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. So I'll go ahead and cut for the back, and like I said, the back is still going to stop at the hem, at the half length, all right, of the back. And I'm going to open up the back as well. I'll open it up this way. So now I'm going to before joining the facing, I'll show you what to do first. Okay, so I'll place the I'm going to, you know, the yoke, I had to cut it in two, one for the lining, one for the main piece. So let's say I've joined the yoke together, right? So what I'm going to do, I'll place it on my main fabric this way, then get the facing. So okay, this is the two yoke now. Let's say this is the two yoke. I'll go and join the sides, leaving the armhole area open where I'll be attaching sleeve. Okay, so let's say I've joined it now. So I'm going to bring it, I'll just bring it and place it. I'll place it on my main fabric. This is the front we are working for now. Place it on the main fabric, then I'm going to get the facing. I will use the facing to turn it. I don't know if you guys understand. I'll use the facing now to turn this over. So I'm going to sew from the neck, from one neckline up, from the other neckline, can you see, up and down, leaving the base open. All right, from there I'm going to flip it to the other side. Also remember to notch before turning over. So you also do same thing for the back. There's nothing different. Do same thing for the back. So guys, at this point my phone wasn't recording, so for the cape in front, I've already joined it. I was recording it and I didn't know my phone was recording. All you have to do before joining your yoke for the front, you join your cape. Your cape is basically the length you want your cape to be. That's from one end of that V to the armhole, and from one end of the other V to the armhole. Then you get the length of your cape, how long or how short you want your cape to be. Then you attach it first before joining your yoke. Do you get? That's just it. But I think I'm going to make another video for this tutorial for the sleeveless. Maybe you guys will understand. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do now is to join the back to the front. So I'm going to get the back and I will join it to the front. Please, I'm sorry the camera is looking this way. Okay, I had to pause this video and I started later at night, so sorry it's not that clear. This is not the color of the red, is very bright. So I'll join. I'm going to place this one side of the back to the front, shoulder to shoulder, and place the other side of the back to the other side of the front. Okay, so now I'm going to join shoulder to shoulder and side to side. All right, I'm going to join shoulder to shoulder and I will join my sleeve. I'll attach my sleeve the normal way you attach your sleeve, and the sleeve we are using for this is a normal sleeve. The hem length of the sleeve is going to be having elastic. Do you understand? So join shoulder to shoulder and I will join my sleeve and I will join the side. If you don't know how to go about your sleeve, I'm going to drop a link all right, on the description box on how to cut your normal sleeve, basic sleeve. So I've joined the sides. The back is still open, all right, that's the zipper area is still open. Now I'm going to align it properly. It's time to fix the gathers. Okay, so it's time. When you're done, you can give this a good press. That's when you're done sewing. So I haven't attached my sleeve yet though. I haven't attached my sleeve yet, but just know that I am going to attach my sleeve to this. Okay, so now what I will do now is this is my sleeve. I'm going to attach my sleeve to it, the two sleeves. Like I said, the hem length of the sleeve is going to be carrying elastic, and I'll be dropping a link on how to go about your sleeve. Hope you guys understand. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to get that slash and spread, the fabric. I'm going to get it. You know that part I said you should notch, that is where you're going to place on your waist. You're going to start sewing from your waist. You start pleating. Okay, so you hold it. You're going to get that notch part, place it on your on the waist, the center of your waist. Okay, just trim out any excess that you have. Then I'll place it together with the notch. Okay, then I'll start pleating. As you can see, my fabric was light. I wanted to add net, or I can still add net to it later, I don't know. Also I'm making use of the fabric that I have, okay, for the sake of the tutorial. All right, so you just pleat till you get to the length. That is just it. And you're also going to do same thing for the other side. That's basically it. Okay, but make sure you're starting from center, that's from that notch part, okay, down. That is what, can you see? That is how it's going to look like. All right, so guys, we've come to the end of this tutorial. So like I said before, this is a requested tutorial from one of my subscribers, because the normal like the one on the thumbnail, that is the sleeveless, but she said she doesn't want the sleeveless. Okay, she wants a long sleeve. That was the reason for this tutorial. So if you find this tutorial interesting, please give it a thumbs up, share this video and leave a nice comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit on the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. Okay, I love you all. To my return subscribers, I love you. See you on my next one. Bye.